Sitting at the intersection of time, space, reality, and fiction floats the yellow eye. Always watching, never blinking. His gaze has witnessed all that has happened before and knows what is yet to come. Countless stories of hope, hate, heroics, and heartbreak. It has no mouth by which to speak these lessons, so it calls upon its head clearer to tell these stories, by word and by deed. Heed the yellow eye's lessons as it gazes upon its servant, just as the eyeball gazes upon you. Our story has already begun.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Alan Yellow-Eyed. We are back. It is D&D night. It's been a while since we've done the D&D night.
Thank you for subscribing to Gooberfacts.
Yes, thank you for subscribing to Gooberfacts. Why is that doing the wrong thing? I'll worry about... No, I gotta fix that because it's doing the wrong thing. Gooberfacts. I just typed in Gooberfacts and not where I wanted to go here. Yeah. My overlays. I just gotta fix this. Edit this. Yes, that is true. Settings. And then turn these off. There we go. Now we're good. I fixed it. Okay. Well, I mean, he's a puppet. He doesn't look like anything whenever somebody's hand's not up his butt. So there's a lot of things that need to happen with Goober. All right. So, you know, it's a thing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the game. We are down to cleric, so I will be playing the part of Nutdrock. I gotta remember to pull out his character sheet, which I just did. All right, now I have it. So yeah, we got to do all those things. So where we left off, matter of fact, let me go ahead and get the players on the voice here. All right, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hey, there we go.
Howdy doody.
All right. So where we left off, since it seems like it's been a year since the last time we played, basically you just got done on a 2-month arduous trek as part of a convoy, and eventually got yourselves to Waterdeep. Now that you're at Waterdeep, you were able to track your cultists up through Waterdeep and found out where they were staying and everything else. Now, as the kind of day went on, you noticed that some of them were walking off to a certain location and getting hired on. You going in there found out that you could get hired on there as well, and you did so. Later on, and that's pretty much where you were. You were coming close to what the next day was going to bring. But
hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Before the evening formally passes, does Waterdeep actually have like a? I'm assuming they have a temple of some place, maybe a statue of a unicorn or a Kenran or something like that. That's kind of something I'm seeking out at this point. Is Waterdeep a big enough town where they'd have something like that?
Waterdeep's huge, but nothing particularly built for Kyrin.
drat.
I can stand really still and pretend like I'm a statue.
Who's that?
If you could hold the unicorn horn up, I'd like to make proper payment, as it were.
Payment.
I can put that dragon thing on my head. Does it sound like still have...
If Toll stands on his head, he looked like a unicorn when excited.
Wow.
I think Toe's horn going the wrong way then. Wouldn't work.
But yeah, before the night, actually, before the day finally ends, you do notice that the individuals that you've been kind of watching actually start taking their carts out and pulling them off somewhere. And obviously their carts going through busy streets, so they're not very quick.
I'm wondering where they're taking them off to. Anyone care to track them with me? Heck, brothers, do you want to be invisible? I can do that.
I don't think you could make us both invisible.
I actually can at the 5th level, because I have the spell for it.
Oh, neat.
So if you both want to be invisible, I can do that.
That sounds fun.
You guys care to track those carts if invisible? Because that sounds fun to me.
Yeah, we'll totally track the carts if we're
I instruct Murray to go on top of the eyes of Brother Cobalt, who's ever on top. Murray, go keep an eye on them. And I proceed to cast invisibility upon both of the Brothers Cobalt.
Okay.
Burning its spell slot for the day.
Not this again.
I will regret so many things by the end of the day, I'm sure. Would you rather me be invisible with them? Lord knows I'll get more in trouble than these two.
I guess me and Zig will just get into our own kind of trouble.
Well, you kids have fun. I'm gonna go see if I can't go pray someplace.
So, yeah, being invisible just makes it real easy for you to kind of not get noticed, which probably wouldn't have been all that difficult to begin with, just because of how busy the streets are, even as evening kind of rolls through. But what you find is these carts pull up to another warehouse, and it has the same symbol on it, the same coat of arms that the previous place did, in which you got yourselves hired.
Okay. So us brothers are invisible in a warehouse full of stuff.
So a lot of the stuff that you're seeing in here, there's tons of nails and boards and a lot of construction things, just tons of them. There's actually a few carts already lined up, filled with construction items and whatnot. Large planks, all sorts of things.
Okay. And did you say we saw some of the people?
Yeah,
that
so
we were following?
Yeah, they actually unloaded their carts inside this warehouse. It's hard to tell with all the other, because there's crates all over the place, so it's hard to tell exactly which one is necessarily one of the bad ones.
Well, we're invisible. We can split up and look, brother.
Sounds good, and we can pretty much smell treasure, so...
That's right. We'll look for the one that would have broken and they would have fixed it. That might be our first clue.
All right, give me an investigation check. both of you. Okay, and I also need a stealth check from both of you. Okay, so yeah, so Tack, as you're kind of rummaging through and whatnot, you knock over a couple of things, and some people kind of come looking around. They can't see you necessarily, but it doesn't mean they might not be able to hear you or accidentally bump into you as they try to figure out why, this stuff fell over. And so you're kind of hindered on continuing your investigation. However, Tick, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of crates, and they all look the same. It's darn near impossible to tell crate from crate. And some, there's crates already on carts, there's crates not in carts, there's crates piled up over in one corner, just barrels, all over the place. Some of the barrels you can actually smell, you can smell the vegetables because they're pretty pungent. And in some of the other ones you can actually smell fish that are packed away in oil, which has a very distinct smell.
Stinky.
Well, I'm just going to try to avoid these guys.
Okay.
Until they either go away or I get away from them.
Yeah, so they have to basically clean up what you accidentally knocked over. So it takes a little bit of time. You actually do a pretty good job of staying out of their way. And it doesn't look like any of them notice you. Yeah. Doesn't look any of them notice you.
So can we tell if anybody's guarding any crates?
No.
You mentioned some off in the corner. Maybe we should check those ones.
There's people. This is basically a big warehouse, and basically from what you can tell by looking at all the stuff here, it looks like this is where they are packing up all the supplies and things for this work group that is heading northwards.
And if I find anything worth a damn, I'm totally taking it. Just if we look in any of the right crates.
Okay. So after a bit of time, are you guys just looking at the crates, or are you trying to open these crates too? Because they're all nailed shut.
Well, first I think we were looking because I wanted to see if I could see the repaired one that would have been repaired.
Yeah. And right now you haven't seen any hide nor hair of that one.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been trying to pry open any crates unless it looked like it could be easily opened.
Okay.
Yeah, because that seems like it might get a little noisy, but if I find one that smells appropriate, I'm going to try to open it.
All right. And that's a 1 hour spell, right?
Invisibility? I'm assuming so.
I think it's an hour.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so you guys spend the entire hour kind of searching around and avoiding being messed around or running into any of the folks like loading and unloading things and whatnot. And honestly, it there's not a lot of unsecured boxes anywhere in this place. In addition to that, there is very little indicator of what crates hold what. You know, there's no markings or on any of them. You do catch a couple of glimpses of some that are getting sealed, and a lot of those are various either foodstuffs, and other things are things like picks and shovel heads and shovel heads, axe heads, and things like that are getting packed up.
So if you had to guess a number of crates in this warehouse, probably in the hundreds?
Yes.
I choose crate number 7. And I want to open it.
How are you going to do that?
I have a crowbar.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know. If you had a crowbar, you got a pry bar, cool. Yeah, there's no way for you to do that quietly. So you stick your pry bar in there and go ahead and give me a strength check. Because you're little. You're tiny.
That's right.
And yeah, you strain, and there's some creaking, but no, the top doesn't really budge at all. Almost said bulge, but that's something else.
Right.
I'll just try and open a random one too while he tries to open his.
Okay. Same thing.
Even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, these
I'm the stronger brother.
they're not very they're on tight.
Damn these nails. We should probably leave. Unless we need to find something else here instead of stealing crap.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Anybody dressed fancy?
No, everybody in here looks like just commoner laborers.
Hoping for somebody with some big pockets. Dropping their stuff off.
I got you. Yeah, no, everybody who's in this place right now all look to be just your average commoner laborer.
All right, how much time do we have left? Let's go bug Zig.
You got about 15 minutes. It took about 15 minutes to get there. You guys have been kind of meandering and trying to open up stuff and meandering around for about 30 minutes. So you have about 15 minutes left.
Let's go poke Zig and till the spell wears off.
Works for me.
So basically, because it takes you another 15 minutes to get back, both of you are able to get in one good poke on Zig before the spell wears off pretty much as soon as you poke him.
Roll to hit. Happens when you scared a half-orc. 17. So you suddenly appear. You would get disadvantage on that roll, by the way, because of they were first invisible.
Yeah, but it counts as an attack, right? So they're visible as soon as they poke.
Well, yeah, that's also true. Okay. So yeah, that's 17.
But I thought we could interact with things and not become uninvisible.
As soon as you attack something or aggressively jab them, you become.
I said poke.
Yeah.
Not aggressive.
I would have still saw you guys coming in and just stopped concentrating. Like.
Oh, that works too then.
They just walk up
So
to
we're
me
just
invisible
gonna
and poke me.
Then you just bonk them on the head with your stick. Like freaking Rafiki from The Lion King. All right.
We didn't see crap in there. Couldn't find the crates.
I was hoping you boys would have come out with your pockets lined with treasure.
We tried, but they nailed those things shut like nobody's business.
Nails. Wow, so it literally takes them being nailed to the floor for you boy. Oh, wow. Note to self, nails. All right.
It's their biggest weakness.
It's our kryptonite.
Maybe they were kryptonite nails.
That's right. All right. So, unless you have anything else that you planned on doing the evening, the night goes on without any other kind of interruptions or anything like that. Excuse me. The next morning, you're up bright and early as you should be, and just outside of the northern gate of Waterdeep, the wagons are already kind of lined up. There's a lot of noise and commotion as things are kind of just being extremely busy. As you kind of show up, there's one individual that seems to kind of be in charge here, essentially yelling at various people, having them, instructing people to tie down things better than what they were doing before, and so on and so forth. And eventually he starts yelling for all of the armed escorts, essentially all the warriors that are coming to protect, to come up to him. And some people that are kind of up and around break off and head his direction. And that's what you hired on to do as well. Okay. So as everyone basically gathers around him, he kind of looks at it and does a quick count, pointing at each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After he counts out 12 of you, including the 5 from your party, he's like, all right, you're all here. This is how this works. There's 6 carts. There are 12 of you. That means each of you, every pair will have a cart. Pretty straightforward. That cart is at your charge. You protect what is on and who is in that cart. In addition to that, every cart has a teamster. They're already up on their carts ready to go. And he kind of points, and you can already see where some of the teamsters are already put in place. They're already sitting there checking they're either sitting on behind the dash, holding on to the reins and tightening stuff down, or they're actually inspecting the tack that is around the horses, making sure everything, all the belts are tightened the correct way for them to do what they have to do.
Hey,
And-
Nutrock. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Nutrock. Maybe you should be in one of the middle or lead carts instead of the last one. Little dwarf legs might be more efficient that way. I know he's not here to roleplay
Yeah.
but
There's a couple of laughs from the crowd, but it looks like the individual who still hasn't introduced himself yet was not amused at all. It's like, there'll be time for joking later. Right now, we have a job to do. By the way, I'm Ardred, and I'm in charge. It's my job to make sure that these supplies...
Caesar in charge.
No.
this man's paying me, so this man's in charge.
No, remember, Axia's in charge, remember?
Actually's in charge?
Yeah.
Remember, Zig's not even here.
Zig's not here.
I'm here. He's addressing all of us. Silly brothers. I'm so sorry, sir. These folks are so unreasonable. Continue. My apologies.
If I had time to find someone he knew, I would, but I don't. So I'm just gonna let that slide for now. The bottom line here is you need to go guard these carts. Make sure that all of these supplies get up north.
I'm just gonna go up with my enormous self and just kind of look down at this guy and say, really?
Yes, really. He doesn't seem to... Apparently he's dealt with people of your size before. Doesn't seem to bother him all that much. He's like, and if we're done with all the grab-assing, along with not only these supplies, but there are 24 workers coming along. They are going up with us, and then 24 workers that were already up there will be returning here. So just, as I said, get here, get them there, and then we'll worry about everything else. It takes about 10 days. The first 6 to 7, well, those are going to be the easy ones. The last 3 is going to be right next to the Mirror of Dead Men. So, definitely keep your eyes open once we get there.
Sounds like your kind of place, Zazer.
It does. Sounds like home, really.
All right, and with that, dismissed. You did notice that a couple of the guards were mean-mugging you the whole time. Looked like maybe they recognized you. One of them does kind of look like one of the travelers that was in the previous convoy. But now they look to be a guard. Looking around, you can also notice that there's a few of the laborers that also seem to be people that you've seen before. And to almost perfect your suspicions, they seem to be really they're talking to each other and kind of catching glances. However, Toe, there is one female teamster who is just staring daggers at you. You recognize this one as the one that essentially was accusing you, or accusing Toe, of being the one that killed their friend by their cart.
Oh, not this chick again.
Brother, did you do something to her? She really hates us.
No, she's just dumb. She's one who thinks we killed that dude. We weren't even there.
Yeah. Oh, and also, you did actually notice that one of the guards was your halfling friend, Jamna.
Well, we finally found her again.
And as everybody kind of splits up, she slyly winks towards the group of you as she walks off.
Oh, we're in for some trouble on this trip.
Total wave.
Okay.
I think very little of it and stay relatively close to Zig, because... Yeah, no, I know better at this point.
Okay. Alright. So after everything kind of gets tightened down and everything is locked in to Ardrid's, strict... Because he basically inspects everything. Once all that's done, he essentially takes his finger, sticks it in the air, spins it in a circle, which it seems that everybody knows that means to get on your carts and get ready to head out. And as everyone kind of climbs on, they start to make their way with a jerking start as the horses start to pull them, and you are then off. So the first few days, the first 3 actually go by without any incidents whatsoever. The road itself is actually in really good shape here as you leave out of Waterdeep and continue up. It doesn't take long before you find yourselves kind of on the road that basically on the one side you have the ocean and on the other side you have the mountain. And you're on this little winding road that leads up that way, that leads northward. And it's relatively quiet. All the workers tend to be in good spirits for the most part, and everything seems pretty all right. Then on the 7th day, at the yes, at the end of the 7th
day, we rested.
Yes, at the end of the 7th day, at the end of the 7th day, you find yourselves at top of this large hill, and looking down over this hill is this swamp that just goes on. It seems like it goes on forever and ever and ever. Cattails, just all sorts of dead trees, the smell of the ocean, the saltiness from the ocean water, and the pungent rotting vegetation smell from the swamp kind of mingle together in this really kind of nasty combination that kind of just makes you feel like you have something stuck to the back of your throat. So with all that together, the tone of the group starts to change. While it was somewhat jovial and things before, it's definitely different now that people have sight of the mirror. So that evening, actually, it's really, really quiet as people kind of contemplate, here they are. During this entire trip, it seems that word of who you are and what is happening has 100% gotten around to all the folks that are against you. They are for sure. They all know you're there, and this whole time, the seething rage from that one female never seems to subside. She just keeps giving Toe the most dirtiest evil look. But never leaves. Never stops what they're doing to kind of act on it. So on the next day, you finally move your way downward off of the... You find yourselves right next to the mirror. Now, here, the road is actually in much worse shape. The whole purpose of this trip is basically to rebuild this road that goes between Waterdeep and Neverwinter. The problem is that the mirror keeps expanding and getting bigger. And every time that it gets bigger, it keeps destroying the... It keeps destroying the road. So the whole point of this is to essentially bring these supplies up as they are trying to rebuild the road now to go between Neverwinter and Waterdeep. But the smell of the swamp is just far worse now that you're closer to it. And it's pretty terrible. Not only that, like, even at night, you'll see strange glows, strange lights out of the swamp. Real odd sounds that come from it at the night, putting everyone really on edge. Like, really, really on edge. As the next 2 days go by, you find yourselves eventually just outside of a large roadhouse. Now, this seems to be your final destination, because once the carts get there, they all line up outside. The main gates are opened, and 2 carts are brought in. And as the 2 carts are brought in, basically all the laborers start to unload all the things that are on there. Since Nutdrock's up in front, he kind of sees that all the wood planks are basically getting pulled up and put off to one side. Matter of fact, here we go. So, the first floor, as you can see, like, there's a bunch of wooden planks being put to the one side. And other various crates are picked up off of it, and it looks like there is a half-orc that was waiting for all this to come in, and he is basically directing where everything is supposed to be put. A lot of things are essentially put directly on the ground, like a lot of the planks and things that were already there were just being piled on top, and then some of the crates are being piled in this one corner that you can see as well. It takes about an hour to 2 hours for the carts, each set of carts, to be unloaded. On the second group, as soon as that group is done, those 2 carts are pulled out, and the empty carts are now kind of parked to the outside. Then the horses are let in and brought through the double doors on the south side of the open air of the roadhouse, the open air area, and it's brought down to the south. And so it looks to be, based on what you can kind of see from the doors being opened a little bit, looks to be some sort of stable or something of that nature, which would make sense considering.
Throughout all of this, I want to instruct Murray to take advantage of him being a little rodent and just scurry about, see if he can't see anything interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you define interesting?
As these carts are unloading, I want to follow around some of these crates to see if any of them open. Maybe I see somebody in fancy dress. Maybe I see a very, very fat sack of coins that the brothers might need to be appraised of.
Gotcha. All right. So the only thing that you really notice is that the half-orc that's kind of running the show has a very particular scabbard for his sword. It has a lot of dragon decorations all over the scabbard, and a lot of the dragons that you see look very, very similar to the ones that you saw previously in that cave that was turned into a hatchery.
Oh.
Zig is excited to see this guy.
Because he's also a half-orc?
Got it. Big people.
Oh, great. As soon as Zig wanders off to go greet the half-orc, I slink back to the brothers Kobold and, hey, I might have found a very shiny sword for you brothers. It's got a lot of dragon stuffs on it. The problem is the two half-orcs now. Maybe you want to steal it from them? I don't know. Just kind of reporting
Is he dead?
I turn a look at Zig as he wanders up to. You're wandering up to the other half-orc, aren't you? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I was trying to, yeah.
I'm sorry. I looked to you for your actions at this one because I was kind of watching in on you. My bad. Sorry.
Okay, so, and it looks like there's a method to the madness. Some of the crates actually get brought in to the southern door area. When one of the carts that's actually being driven by the one female that's been mean-mugging Toe this whole time, essentially they end up with this. A lot of those crates, almost in all the other carts up to this point, most of the crates are left outside. All the wood is taken off and stacked up outside, but a lot of the other crates are also were actually stacked outside, with only a few going into the room right next to the steps. Essentially, right up, right below the steps lead up. Basically, it's kind of a 2-story tall structure. And once you get up to there's a door there, and some of the crates did go in here, but pretty much every single crate that came off of this cart, the cart that had that one female that's been mean mugging Toe, every single one of those ended up going into that room.
I instruct Murray to scurry on into said room.
Okay.
See what he can get away with.
So, Murray, what is Murray?
A rat.
Yeah. I need to look at his stealth here. That's kind of surprising. So yeah, he does a pretty good job staying out of the way, or he's just too inconsequential that, nobody really pays any kind of attention to him. But he is able to kind of make his way in there. And in this room, he kind of gives you another view and basically just says more wood, more things. Oh, and another door.
Shiny things or just things?
Things.
Oh.
He just says things. No shiny, just things.
I instruct him to go back out towards the half orc and keep an eye on that pretty sword for me.
Okay. Yeah, so... And Bog just basically is the one kind of controlling where everything goes. After about 6 hours, about 1 hour per cart, everything is eventually unloaded. The horses are brought in, and everything is set up. So everything gets closed back off, and shut. Whoops. Gets closed back up, and everything kind of goes back to normal, and everyone gets their rooms assigned to them. And because there's rooms all over, you kind of get a brief rundown of the place. Bog basically has all the laborers and all of the basically everybody together, and kind of points. He's like, you got your pick of the rooms up here. You got one up the upper floor. You got some down here on the lower floor. All right. Some of them are already taken, so don't take those, obviously. You wouldn't think I'd have to say that, but the last group had a bunch of knuckleheads in it. But that's fine. That's fine. But make sure that you're staying where you're supposed to stay. Don't go where you're not supposed to go. Does anybody have any questions?
Where's the bathroom?
He kind of looks at you and out there. And he points towards the front door. The double doors
Nice.
leading in.
So was there anyone else with the lady that doesn't like us?
Oh yeah. There is definitely, it looks to be you've had plenty of time to kind of figure out who is who. And during the trip, there looks to be about a grand total of a dozen of these individuals that are all together. Some were posing as, there's a couple that were posing as teamsters, the female being one of them. Some that were guards, and most of them were acting as laborers.
So are any of them the ones that actually accused Toe of killing the dude?
The female was the one that accused you. Yes.
Okay, so she accused.
Yes.
Okay. Is there one of those guys that like particularly stand out looks wise?
Not really. There's in what way? Let me ask you this. What exactly do you mean by that?
Not human, or
I mean,
some
there's
sort of distinctive feature
Gotcha. Yeah.
that
No,
could
there's
easily be replicated in a drawing.
There is, I mean, they're not all human. A lot of them are, but there is the occasional half-elf and dwarf amongst this group.
Any of them carrying a short sword?
Not really.
Okay. Not that I need that now, but... Okay.
None of those. None of those folks.
Okay.
So yeah, essentially, you everybody kind of spreads out and goes their separate ways. Some folks that were already that got along well to each other moved to one of the rooms and shared them to share them together. And it looks like two of they kind of split off into two groups, and they move they move themselves upstairs, and I'm sorry, they stay on the downstairs, and they go through these bottom two rooms essentially right next. Let me widen this a little bit. That might help.
While you're going through this, I'd like to keep an eye, or we would like to keep an eye on where that lady goes. In what particular room?
Yeah, so she's in the far one. If you consider the one room, the room on the very bottom, the very south side here, that room is the one that was pointed out as being Boggs. Bog being the half-orc that was basically giving all the commands for the unloading. They kind of split up between those that you suspect or know to be the cultists, split up between those two rooms right next to it. She goes into the one two away from Boggs' room.
Okay. By herself?
No, with a group of people. Each room has enough room for three to four people in each room.
And throughout all of this, I want Murray to report back to the brothers and just kind of let them know that he's just there. Kind of scurries back up to play with the other two.
Got it.
So have we noticed the chick who's accusing us, like, not getting along with anybody else, or is she kind of buddy-buddy with everybody?
So the one thing that a lot of people noticed on the trip up here is that there was a group of people, which, you know who they are, essentially not being as social with anybody else. They were social with each other, but nobody outside of that particular group. So while she wasn't necessarily cold or mean or abusive towards anybody, she was still part of that group. So she does have at least, some friends.
Okay. Is there anybody who seems like especially shady out of the group that she hangs out with or anything?
So there is one individual who seems a little bit out of place, even with that group. So he kind of always has been a little bit outside of even that group. Yeah.
Race?
This one is a... hold on one second. I gotta find that. Sorry, give me 1 second. And while all this is going on, by the way, as people finally got to their room, people slowly start making their way back out into the courtyard, and then walking up the steps towards the upper floor, essentially leading to up the steps to that other part of the building there. And that seems to be the only room that has any kind of warmth in it, because you can see the smokestack with smoke coming out of it up there. None of the rooms seem to have any kind of heaters or anything, or any kind of way to keep them warm. So it looks like that's probably the only warm room. So anyway, yeah. Back to what I was saying. What did I do here? I think I clicked the wrong thing here. But yeah, so this guy here, he's blonde. He's a blonde half-elf.
Okay. Is he by chance in the room with her?
Yes.
That's our guy, brother.
Sounds good.
So we have a plan.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
It's going to... I'll tell you the plan. You let us know what we need to do, rolls or anything else.
Gotcha.
Cool? When they go to bed, go to sleep, whatever. Since they're both in the same room, this actually might work better for us. I want to do a silent image of her husband or whoever the guy that died, kind of ghostly, with holding a picture of the blonde dude, and I want him to point at him.
Okay. All right. So tonight, whenever everybody goes to sleep.
Correct.
I got it. All right. So that'll be not for a little while.
That's fine. That's the plan.
Okay. So right now, everybody seems to kind of be congregating upstairs. Everybody's leaving their room and heading, over to the thing. What's everybody else doing?
Generally hanging out. See if I can't get a good night's rest. Keeping an eye on Murray.
So they're all downstairs?
No, they went upstairs to the one room that there's the smokestack coming out of.
I don't see a room with a smokestack. Probably because we haven't been there.
Nope. It's up the steps. So you notice that you've got the one up the steps that goes to the balcony where more rooms are located. Which, by the way, what rooms did you all choose to pick?
Well, if I can be downstairs, if that's where they are, that would make it easier for me to sneak down there.
Okay. So you want to try to take the room right next to the one that they're in?
Yeah, if that's possible, then yes.
All right. Anybody else going to be in that room with them?
I want some room on the top floor. Someplace with a view.
Since I don't know where my room is, I'm going to accidentally take What's-His-Bucket's room because I don't like him very much.
Who's What's-His-Buckets?
The guy that thinks he's in charge.
Oh. So...
I don't know where my room is, so I'm going to just say I got lost and I'm going to go to his room.
Rock will come with us.
So that room... Okay, yeah, that room is locked.
I'm big. I could get it open. No, just kidding. I don't want to get arrested.
Gotcha. Yeah, his room is that door right there on the north side, all the way in the corner. On the bottom floor.
I'll go find my room then.
Well, there's no real assigned rooms or anything, so you can just go wherever.
Okay.
You could stay with us. I might need some protection tonight.
Okay, I'll go with Toe.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
So
I'll hang out with Toe.
right now, Toe Axia, Nutdrock are all in this bottom room. You were going to go upstairs, you said, correct?
Yes.
Like what room?
Probably the one that's on the left side that's lit. 2 up from that and 1 to the right.
What? You said that's lit.
Can we be put on the map so we could see where we are?
Yeah, I'll do that. That'll probably make life a little bit easier for everybody. So we got Nutdrock, and then we've got Tack and Tick, aka Toe, and Axia in this room. And then Zazer.
I'm thinking there's a room right there.
Yeah. Zig, and that's everybody, right? Yeah. Yeah, so this room here seems to have 4 beds in it. 2 of them are already occupied right now.
Are either the occupants awake or conscious, or if they're not out?
They're not even there. They have like stuff thrown on top of the bunks, on top of their bed.
I find one that's seemingly unoccupied and sprawl out on it.
Okay. What's Zig doing?
Zig was dealing with his toddler. Alright, so Zig is following the A.M.o.K around.
Okay.
Offering him apples.
He kind of was slightly amused by it at first. But then he tries to go into the room down to the south. He allows you to go in with him into this main room down here.
All right.
But as you're still following him, he goes up to the other door and stops what he's doing. He reaches down to grab his key off of his belt and then notices that you're still there, and it's like, I need you to go. I need you to go.
Go where?
Anywhere else. Go upstairs, get yourself some food. I'm sure Gristle Pete's up there cooking up something. Go get you some food.
Where you going?
Don't worry about what I gotta do. I'm in charge of this place. I got things I gotta do.
Zazer in charge.
Maybe for you. But just go upstairs and get some food, okay?
What's your name?
It's Bog.
Oh. My name's Zig.
Great, Zig. Go upstairs and get some food.
You want food?
No.
I've got apples.
You go get some food.
Zig will pass him an apple.
Thank you. Now will you please leave?
Oh. Zig just wanted to talk.
We'll talk later. I'll you know what? If that'll make you happy, I will meet you upstairs in a little bit. Okay?
Zig, meet Bog upstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Zig will go upstairs.
Okay. So Zig makes his way upstairs and finds himself in this pretty big room on the second floor. It pretty much takes up the entirety of the upstairs. And as you get up in here, this room is actually really warm. There's a bunch of tables sitting around. And over in the corner, you could see where the smoke is coming from out of the roof now, because there is a large stove in there in which this really old human dude is just cooking and muttering to him. You can see him muttering to himself and making food. Right now it looks to be that he is just burning some steaks on the oven and throwing them haphazardly on the plate with some boiled vegetables and handing them out to people as they kind of come up to him. A lot of the rest of the people are just sitting around. They're drinking, playing cards, playing dice, and it's almost as if this is kind of a. It has the same kind of atmosphere as what an inn common room would have.
Zig will shout for Zaza.
Okay.
Zaza!
And actually, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah, hold on.
Who's Zig?
Zig.
Okay.
Okay. No problem. Perfect. Okay, so yeah. Now, what's everybody else doing right now?
So from where we are, which room is she in?
The one directly south of you.
Okay.
And if here, this will make life a little bit easier. There's north.
Okay, that's what I was figuring. Okay. I'm just staying in this room so that I could. Well, what time of day is it right now?
So it is real late afternoon, which is to say right on the cusp of evening. That's why that dude's up there cooking right now.
Okay. I'll stay here. I'm not leaving. She's staring at me weird, and I'm gonna mess with her brain, so.
I'm gonna ask these guys, you guys want some food? I can go get some food and bring it back. Anybody hungry?
I like tacos.
I can go see if they got tacos. I doubt they do, but they might. I'm gonna go get some food and something for us to drink, and then I'll bring it back to everybody.
We pretty much live off of my brother's dingleberries.
Well, you're gonna have something other than dingleberries tonight.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna go get us some food and something to drink.
Although sometimes I think he feeds me random other things and tells me they're dingleberries.
That actually might be true.
Those ones are more organic.
So, yeah, you make your way upstairs, and when you make your way up to the top, you kind of see Zig just kind of standing there, looking around. Over on the one wall, you can see the old human guy who's just making a bunch of food. Looks like there's a bunch of meat being cooked essentially on top of this stove, and he looks to be just kind of throwing them haphazardly onto plates with some boiled vegetables that he's pulling out of a pot.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple plates and see if I could get some to drink, and then I will take it back to everybody.
Okay, so as you kind of go up and you're waiting, he's like, all I want to do is get the rats. There's always rats. They make all the noise. Rats, rats, rats. And he's just flipping over the food. I can't get any sleep. First it's not the workers, then they got to deal with the rats at night. And he doesn't even look at you, and he just picks up a couple of pieces of meat off the side and then plops it onto your individual plates. Sticks a set of wooden tongs into a pot of boiling water and pulls out some mushy mixed vegetables and just plops them on top. It's like, More rats. Maybe I'll get some sleep tonight. I don't know.
Dude, are you okay? I'm gonna ask him if he's okay. Are you okay, dude?
I'm fine. It's just the rats. They keep me up at night, and I want to sleep, and they're noisy. They hiss, and they scratch.
Why don't you kill him?
They're downstairs, and I can't get in that room. Only Bog's got the key to that room. And I've already told him about it once before, and he just does nothing about it. He just doesn't care. He's like, "You're the cook. Just cook." That's what he says. That's what he says to Gristle Pete.
So you should get even with him and make him some dinner, but cook him a rat instead.
And if I could find the rats, I would do it, but I can't. Can't do it. Listen,
Maybe
I'm trying to cook. I got all these other people I gotta feed. Okay?
Right, dude. Calm down.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm gonna take the food and go back to the room.
Okay. What are you rolling perception for?
I'm trying to figure out if I can hear the yelling of across the way.
No, so that room itself is pretty loud with all the people in it, just kind of keeping warm and playing cards and doing their drinking and all that. These are salt of the earth type people who are here to kind of do a job and get paid.
Fair enough.
And so when they have time to take their time off, because they know tomorrow they're going to start working.
Shit, can't hear shit.
All right, so you're headed back, Amandrea. So eventually, Bog does come upstairs. And when he walks in the door, he sees you, Zig, and just shakes his head.
Zig will shake his head back. Some kind of orc greeting.
He looks at you for just a split second, then walks. And then just walks over to grab some food.
Zig's interested. He'll follow him.
Okay.
Has he got anything to say? Hello?
He just kind of ignores you for the most part, gets his food from Gristle Pete, who's still just mumbling under his breath. You can make out rats scratching, hissing. And
I rolled intelligence check to see if Zig remembers the rats. I don't know if he does with a 9. Yeah.
remembers
Maybe.
rats from where?
Was it Greenest? He got attacked by.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of them?
He does actually remember getting bit around the legs and whatnot from just a horde, a big pile of rats. That is a thing that he remembers because they made him have pain.
Where's Rush?
They're downstairs somewhere. Just a. And as he kind of starts, mumbling louder, Bog just is like, Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? They're just rats. They're not gonna hurt you. Just don't worry about it.
Right, so it's Zig.
Yeah, well, and he kind of looks just like, just come here. Pete, give this guy some food. And another plate is another, half burnt steak is thrown onto it, with some really smushy vegetables. Essentially, the steak itself is pretty hard and rubbery, but the vegetables more than make up for it. They're very, very soft and squishy.
Zig likes some vegetables now.
Yeah.
But he's more focused on the rats. Yeah. Should kill Rush. Where's Rush?
There's
Mango
no
sheep.
Bog's like, no, there's no rats. Don't worry about it.
Little people said there's rats.
Just don't worry about it. There's no rats. He's just an old man who says things.
Is there rats? Yeah,
No, there's no rats.
There's no rats.
That's what I
They're
said.
gone.
There's no rats. There were never any rats.
What? Rats hurt Zig. There were rats.
Are you just... What is wrong with you? Were you hit in the head?
No. I can.
I can. That's not... Please tell me that you're not a laborer and I have to keep working with you.
You're not a laborer, and I have to keep working with you.
Okay, just... No
You just-
talking now, just eat. Just eat.
Drink. I'm thirsty.
There's... And he kind of points out, there's some wine over there.
Then we kill rats.
No, just get your drink and eat. And then I think you've had a really long day and you probably need to go get some sleep.
Rats need to sleep.
There's no rats.
There's rats.
He starts to just ignore you and goes to just, trying to cut his extremely tough cut of meat and eat his very squishy vegetables.
About this time, I want to start having Murray try to figure out where Zig went. It's been a little too long since Zaser's been aware of Zig.
Yeah, he's been gone for a couple of hours.
I'm just gonna have Murray do a general sweep of the place.
And Zig, just so you know, you have been waiting for him for about 2 hours before he showed up. So you were just up there for a couple of hours. You're now well into evening time.
He's used to standing still for long periods of time.
Okay, that makes sense.
Am I back in the other room now with the other guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And when Murray does find Zig, Murray will just jump
Wait, is it a
on.
rat?
Yeah, he's a rat. I don't know what's
Squishes
going. Screaming again from where he is. Not nearly as surprised at the death of my second.
Did I hit it? I don't know if I-
Are you actually going to try? Do you even see it? That's the first question.
Well,
If he's rats.
Yeah, Murray's a rat, and Murray's comfortable with you, so he's just, hey buddy, how's it going?
I mean,
Just
he's been a
jump
rat
right
this
at
whole
you.
time, so
I thought he
Yeah,
was a weasel.
no.
the first one was a weasel.
And the first one was a raven, then it was a weasel.
And now this one's a rat.
When did... I don't know when it turned into a rat.
Oh, it's gonna
After I
keep.
kicked it in the face and it blew up.
It died.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, I guess you're next. I'm killing the familiar. Guess this is the thing.
I don't want to kill your rat.
Fair enough.
It might not be a rat next time.
If the rat crawls up to the bar in front of Peter, Zig will slam on it.
No.
Let's see what happens.
Murray is when he does find you, just crawls up your leg and tries to get to your shoulder to I don't know, squeak or chatter at you, bro, what are you doing? And gives you the what up look.
Does Pete see the rat?
He's kind of preoccupied with his cooking, and I use that term loosely. Yeah.
What about the orc?
So where is this rat exactly?
On my shoulder now. and
Oh,
I'm
it's on your
saying-
shoulder. He just looks at Is that your pet?
Murray stops and looks and starts chattering even louder at the other orc.
Get it out of here. This is where we eat. We don't need any filthy animals.
Filthy animal. I don't know, sorry.
You want Zig leave?
You know what? Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I just want to eat in peace.
You said we talk.
And we have.
Not very long.
No, but we still talked. So I kept my end of the bargain.
We talk later.
Sure.
No. Zig, go and find rats.
Okay, so you're gonna wander off. He's just gonna continue to eat.
Did Pete say where the rats were?
He said below.
What's below? The warehouse?
Mm-hmm. Where you
Let's
were.
go then.
All right.
I'm gonna
So,
give the guys their food
Yeah.
now that I'm back, and then I'm gonna tell them about the guy in the kitchen complaining about the rats downstairs, keeping them awake and stuff.
okay.
The cook's kind of crazy, guys. He's like a little insane. He keeps complaining about rats
Where's
downstairs.
the room go? It
But you
disappeared.
said there was a key?
The only one he said the only one that's got the key to the room is that jerk guy that's in charge.
It's this room, right?
Razabataz or whatever his name is. I can't remember what his name is.
Bog.
Toe might have key to room 2.
Toe loses keys, remember?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Now you're German?
So what's in this room?
Duh.
So this room here actually doesn't have. There's a single table over in the corner. It looks way bigger now than what it did when you first came in here. It looks like all the crates that were in here before are no longer in this room.
And there's no rats.
Not that you see. No.
What happens if I try this door?
It's locked. And this door is very sturdy. It's made of metal.
What happens if I really try this door?
It's still really locked.
Okay. Can I hear anything?
No. You can hear people, like the sound of voices and stuff like that upstairs, laughter, stuff like that.
Bonus action pet cat.
Bonus action pet cat? Yes. All right. You know what, guys? We're going to take our...
I'm just going to sleep in here.
Okay. You're going to do what? You're going to sleep in there?
Yep.
Okay. No worries. Okay, so with that, I think we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and take our break now for 15 minutes. Everybody go get some drinks and things. We'll be back in about 15. In the meantime, watch some highlights and things, and we'll be back. Oh, hey guys, we're back. Hello. Oh man. Welcome in, everybody. Waiting for all the... Oh, I gotta turn on the thing because I forgot I muted. We just gotta make sure everybody's back. And I think we're waiting on that.
I'm here.
Yay, there's one.
I'm back.
Same here. I'm here.
Zig didn't leave.
Zig never left. Got it. All right, perfect. All right. Here we go. Yes. So, so Zig went to the other room, and he's just going to decide to sleep there tonight. Whoops! I clicked the wrong thing in the wrong box. There we go.
He might not even sleep.
Okay.
He's looking for rats.
Gotcha. Okay. No worries. Can I get a perception check for everybody who is in the room, please?
The room that we're in?
Yes.
I'm just gonna take an opportunity to try to catch a nap, and I'm gonna leave Murray with Zig. If
Heck yeah, brother.
Loud
Oh,
happens,
yes.
have him wake me up.
So as time kind of goes on and it gets later, you start to hear voices from the room to the south.
Say, I'm hearing voices?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Well, I want to wait till they go to sleep.
Okay, so the voices go on for a little bit of time, but eventually everything in the whole place kind of quiets down. Now, Zig, you're right where you are. Can you go ahead and give me a perception check for right now? So things finally calmed down and quieted down to the room to the south.
Okay, I'd like to do my dealio then.
All right, so how you doing it? Because don't you have to see where it is?
Doesn't say I have to have line of sight.
All spells need line of sight.
Just says it, just image appears at a spot within range and lasts duration.
Yeah, but as a general rule, you have to see where a spell's going.
Can I make it a walk through a wall? Because I could cast it in here and then make it go through.
Yeah, we'll let that happen.
Okay, then I'll do that in here.
Okay.
And since I
Probably
just
don't
got
want to cast it in here. You should probably like make it go through a wall that's not our room. Looks less suspicious that way.
well, I can have it go outside and then come in from the outside. Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming that wall to our left is the outside wall, right?
The one to
big
the
stone
west,
wall?
yeah, is a thick stone wall.
Yeah, so I'll just do that. I'll have it do a U-turn so it doesn't come directly from our room.
Okay. All right.
So I want it to be an image
Okay. Yes.
of the husband or boyfriend or whatever it was. And he's gonna, if I can, he's gonna hold an image of the other guy, like a drawing,
Gotcha.
and point at him. Once once I hear a scream or whatever's gonna happen.
All right. So you don't hear anything come from the other room.
And the image is in there.
As far as you know, you can't see in there to verify.
Somebody needs to make some noise somewhere. Axia, go make some noise somewhere. Not in our room.
Okay.
Pretend you're drunk and just go pound on doors.
Okay.
So one thing that you all did notice whenever you came into your room is that there was no lock on the door.
I'm gonna go out into this bigger area out here.
Okay.
And like fumble around, maybe like I'm a little drunk. I'm gonna go pick up like one of those crates and like drop it and like then like
Just make as much noise as you can.
Make some noise.
Okay.
You're not the boss of me!
All right. At first, you don't hear much of anything, other than all the racket that Axia is making outside. But apparently, somebody from upstairs was awoke. By the way, I need you to give me a perception check with disadvantage. Zazer and Zig.
Oh.
Disadvantage. Yeah. Okay, so neither one of you, Zig doesn't hear it and Zazer doesn't wake up. And... wow. All right, well... yeah, you don't hear anything from that room. I didn't mean to put that in chat, but there it is. Okay.
Well, it is a silent image. They probably can't. They're probably sleeping.
Or they're just feeding the dragons or something. Or the rats, I guess.
Is there any lights in any of these rooms?
Each room has a couple of small lanterns.
How about the main area out there? Is it lit up?
The main area is not lit up, no.
People can't see you, brother, in dark.
That's true.
Maybe you could sneak into that room and do something to wake them up. And tell me if I even parked the ghost in the right place.
Alright.
So while that's going on, Zig, you start hearing something being drug across the stone floors to that room to the north of you.
And I've been here the whole night.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's got in there.
Nope. But it sounds like something heavy is being drug across the floor.
I'll try the door again.
It's locked.
I'll really try the door.
You bash into that door with all your might. It barely moves. This is a well put together door. But the noise that you heard stops.
Hello?
Was the sound of Zig smashing against that door enough for Murray to alert me at all?
Could I hear him smashing into that door? The strength of 1,000 suns?
No, it's a little, it's from the distance you are, no.
He wasn't really bashing the door either. He was just really trying to...
Yeah, you were just shaking the ever-living shit out of it. But yeah, whatever was happening on the other side seems to have stopped.
And no response.
Mm-mm.
Alright, so you go and fetch Caesar.
Okay.
Caesar? Caesar? Oh, I guess he's sleeping.
I'm sure Murray's been hanging out with you and hasn't really left you much, so I'm sure you can just find the rat that's on you and shake him a little bit.
Yeah, he can kind of lead you. If you follow the rat and not crush it, it can take you to Zazer's room.
I thought I knew where Caesar was already. Alright.
You probably did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what you were doing this whole time. I know Zazer went to bed immediately.
And you spent
got
most of your
airport
time
back.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Caesar.
Hearing Zig through Murray, I just kind of stopped.
I'm at the door. What are you doing?
Well, you didn't move yourself.
Well, I don't know you're at the door where I'm at.
Caesar.
What?
These big rats. Really big.
Rats?
Yeah.
Like Murray?
Big.
It's not big. Murray fits in my hand, see?
Not much bigger. I'll just take him to the door.
All right, I would love to hear see these big rats of yours.
Yeah. So he pulls you. You haphazardly follow him down, and he pulls you into the room. One of the first things that you actually give me a perception check. Yeah. So the first thing that you notice is that there are no crates in this room at all. None. So all the ones that you saw brought into this room are no longer in this room.
Weird. You tried the door. I'll approach the door and try to open it myself.
Yeah, it's locked.
I knock on the door. Hello?
As you kind of bang on the metal, it's got that hollow metal sound to it. Give me another perception check. Yeah, you don't hear anything coming from the other side.
There's rats in there.
Rats? I don't hear anything. Murray, do you smell your kind in there? I don't think they're rats. I change over to Celestial, and I knock again. Hello, anybody in there? Upper Realm's calling.
You don't hear anything. So, what are you doing there, Tick or Tack or whichever one you are?
Do I see any light coming from underneath the door or anything?
Nope, none whatsoever.
I'll try and slowly open the door.
All right, yeah. So again, this door doesn't have any locks on it, just like your room doesn't have any locks on it. So you have no problem opening the door. As you kind of open it up, you can make out a bunch of people knocked out, including the female on one of the beds, and standing just kind of in the middle of the room is this picture of the other individual just standing there holding a picture.
I'm going to take one of my vials of quickness that I have, and I'm just going to toss it up in the air and shut the door and then sneak over back into the room. Or into my room.
Okay, give me a stealth check. All right. So you just threw a vial of stealthiness or whatever. You
A
as
vial
you
filled with my piss.
gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. You hear the sound of the glass breaking. But that's it. As you kind of make your way back in the room.
Huh. They must be heavy sleepers.
Yeah, they did not wake up. From what you can tell.
Hopefully the smell gets some.
Pungent kobold pee.
Should have thrown it on her.
I should have. Then it might not break. Should have thrown it at the wall above her.
Hey, Alan.
Hmm.
The spell Thaumaturgy, do I have to see the flames for them to turn color, or is it all flames within range?
No, you have to be able to see what you're changing.
Alright, darn. Fair enough. We just went over this too. Shit, sorry.
I don't know if these jackasses are gonna wake up. Probably drunk.
I think he's
Like
gonna
the
find
door on
Pete.
fire.
Is Pete still in the kitchen?
Maybe.
In the bar? So you go upstairs.
All right. So when you walk up there, you see sprawled out on the floor. Pete seems to have just kind of set up his bedroll near the stove, which is, it's still pretty warm up in there, but essentially he's got his bedroll laid out in front of the stove and is just kind of laying there.
Sigga, wake him up.
What? The kitchen's closed! Kitchen's closed! Come back in the morning!
Open the door.
Kitchen's closed! Go away! I gotta deal with these rats now. I gotta deal with you drunk and
Sigga's gonna
hungry.
deal with the rats. Open the door.
There's no... What? What? What do you want?
Sig heard big rats downstairs.
I know there's rats downstairs. I
Pete,
told you
open
about
the
the
door.
rats. I tell everybody about the rats. Nobody cares about the rats.
Sig, care, open the door.
I can't open the door. I don't have the key.
What key?
To the door.
Bet Toe's got key.
Roll a perception check for me. Did you all move into that other room?
Yep.
I never left.
You seem to hear kind of a hissing noise coming from below.
What's that noise?
The rats.
Rats hiss.
I don't know. I'm trying to sleep. Will you please leave? You can have breakfast in the morning with everybody else before the workday starts. I need my sleep.
I would like to try the lock picking.
Sigga, go back down.
Okay, so you're gonna try to pick that lock?
Yep.
All right.
Thieves' tools roll.
Yes, please. That is a 19. Yeah, so you easily just pop that lock open.
Hey Zig, try it again.
What do you mean?
Open the door.
Right. So you'll try the door.
All right, and it opens right up for you.
Oh. Door's open.
You're so strong.
And he goes in. Any rats?
No rats. But as you open the door, you see a bunch of creatures. They are essentially they look a whole bunch a lot like that.
Some ugly.
Yeah, big rats.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What's the Argonian maids?
Yes, indeed.
Wait, he looks like he's holding Huss's shell on his arm like a shield.
Possibly. That's
That's
possibly
messed up.
what's happening. Hold on, let me open this up, and then I'm gonna put all these.
Grandpa!
Yeah, and there's only, you can see a few basically up in the room, and they are moving some of the boxes towards a hole in the corner of the room.
Hello?
Hold on. And-
Rat.
There is a lot of them. And did it just delete them
and they all
all?
disappeared.
Yes.
Good job, buddy.
Good job, Zig.
Scared away.
Where did they all go? The shit. All right. Well, let me do that again. I don't know what happened there. It was weird. But yeah, there is, it looks to be, a lot of these guys. And as you kind of open the door, they do grab their weapons and attack. So everybody roll initiative.
God damn it. Zig did his A's up.
Zig did a Zazer, yes.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that roll too. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
All right, let me make sure I roll for Nutdrock.
Since I'm not in the room, do I even know what's going on?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But you're gonna hear combat
Okay.
when it kicks off. So essentially, he opens the door and walks in, and Toe, Tack, and actually Nutdrock would have moved himself. Oh, he's down here. Yeah. So, yeah, every one of you can see that there's a bunch of those lizard-like creatures in that room, and they looked at that they were pushing stuff into that hole in the corner of the room.
Northeast corner?
South west corner. Or southeast, sorry, my bad. Southeast.
So close to Zig.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so first up is the Zazer.
Can I see any of these lizard folk through this door, through this Through Zig.
Yeah, you can see them. Yes. If you want to do a ranged attack through them, you'll take a -2 for them being partially obscured.
You know what? We'll try it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep, that'll miss. That'll miss anyway.
Oh, fair enough. Let me try that one more time then. Kapow, bitch.
Oh, that's right. You got 2 of them now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yep. Yeah, that one's gonna hit.
Excellent.
All right. Yeah, so 12 points of damage. Your force bolt just nails the crap out of that guy. Whoops. Let me zoom in here so everybody can see it a little better.
And I'm going to do my best to impersonate Zig a little bit. Take that, little people. Trying to deceive the creatures in there.
Oh, okay. Let's move this one over here. There we go. All right. So that's your turn, yes? Yes.
Yes.
All right, Nutrock is going to move over and do what Nutrock does, which is ring the bell. And he's going to target these 2. And I lost his character sheet. I think I might have closed it. There it is. This is why I don't like playing other people's characters. It's not my job to know what your character can do. He's going to go ahead and toll the dead. And both of them make their saving throw. So no damage is done. And that's his turn. Attack.
Alright, I'm going to firebolt one from back here.
Oh, he did not update this. Oh, that advantage. Okay, yeah.
Hit.
Also, make sure if you guys didn't with the spells that you updated your spells for your new damage. If you do have new damage. Because Nutrock didn't. Anyway, yeah, that's going to hit with a 15. And yeah, 10 points of damage. Yeah, you should be doing 2d6, right? With Firebolt?
And can't you not sneak attack on a spell?
You can. It depends on the type of spell.
I don't think I could. I think sneak attack says that it has to be with a melee, doesn't it? The attack must use finesse or ranged weapons.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right, never mind.
And this is 1d10 fire for damage.
But you're level 5 now, right? So doesn't it go up to 2d10? Scroll down.
Spells increased by 1d10 when you reach... Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a second d10 on him then.
Mm-hmm.
Quick
There.
question about the level, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The proficiency bonus, I got a +1 to that. What does that mean?
Your proficiency should be +3.
All right, cool.
How do I change it to 2?
Just if you okay, so if you open up the spell on your sheet, right, and open it up where you can see the hourglass, or not the hourglass, but the magnifying glass on it.
Okay.
And this is yeah, firebolt. So you hit the thing, it opens up, and then where you can see it says attack ranged +3. Then you see where it says damage, and then you've got the magnifying glass right next to it. Click the magnifying glass. It'll bring up the next one, and then just drop another D10 in the dice.
Okay.
And then close it out, and you're good to go.
Sweet.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so there you go. You hit another guy with fire. He's almost dead. And that's your turn. Axia.
I hear a commotion, so I'm gonna go into this room.
Yeah, you definitely heard the casting of spells and attacks.
So now I'm in this room, and
Yep.
I'll get ready to attack anything that comes my way.
Comes your way? Got it.
Yep.
No problem. All right. Oops, I'm pulling from the wrong place. All right, so this one hisses and moves forward and will attempt to attack. He will first try to hit you with his club. And he will hit with his club.
Buy me a drink first.
Nope. For 6 points of damage, and then will follow up with his shield, his spiked shield, and he swings it at you and will also hit for another 5 points of damage. Number 2 can't get to you where he is, so he will just throw a javelin. Oh, hold on. He's going to throw a javelin, but he will take a -2 because he's trying to attack you through this guy. But he'll miss with his javelin. Number 3 can't get to you, which will also try to throw with his javelin. And will automatically miss. Number 4 is going to go ahead and attack. He's going to try to bite you. And will successfully hit you with his bite for 4 points of damage. And then after he gets done biting you, decides to swing at you with his club and will miss. All right, number 5 will also take a swing with his heavy club. And that one will miss, and then he'll try a second time with his club. That one will hit for 3 points of damage. Number 6 is going to go ahead and try to bite you, because that was successful on the other guy, but misses, and then swings at you with his shield and will hit for 4 more points. 7 can't get to you, so he's just going to throw his javelin and will miss. Number 8 is going to also throw his javelin and will miss. And then number 9 is going to go ahead and try to bite, because biting is fun, and will miss. And then follow up with his club and will miss again. Right, Tick. You're up.
Okay. I'll cast Hail of Thorns. So then next time I hit somebody, it will rain thorns everywhere. And I'm gonna cast that at level 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot Lizard Folk 2 in the face, because I'm assuming I can shoot through enemies.
Yeah, you can.
Cover
Yeah.
ignores everything for me.
Yeah, because you have that. Yep. Ignore all half, and so it's just going to be a regular attack for you. That's going to hit with a 20.
Alrighty. I'll make sure, yeah, it's everything within 5 feet of the target. Good.
Yeah. So we'll hit all those ones around him. Well, he'll take the damage from the... Wow. There's some successes, there's some failures in there.
Ba, ba, ba.
Alright, so 5 damage to Lizard Voke, 3, 2, and 6, 2 points of damage to 4 and 5, and 4 points of damage. Yeah, so your arrow hits and just explodes, peppering all of them. Some of them are able to duck kind of behind boxes and stuff to not take the full brunt of the force. But it did what it's supposed to do. Hisses of anger come from there.
They can be angry at me all they want. Alright, so my second attack.
Yep.
Just gonna shoot at 5, and that's going to miss.
Just
and
gonna
my
be
third and final attack.
Oh yeah, first round of combat. That's right. That's gonna hit.
That means I get to use my... that thingy. And he's dead.
And yeah, with 13 points, yeah, you straight up just kill the crap out of that guy. And he goes down terribly bad. All right. Next up is Zig.
Okay. So first off, Zig is a bit taken aback. He stepped into the room first, and then everything exploded in front of him.
Yeah, pretty much.
He is going to take his staff, slam it into the ground, and cause the earth to shake.
Okay. There's a whole lot of failures and a whole lot of successes.
Let's see. Was only 2 failures?
Looks like, yeah.
Let me see if they take damage on. Okay, they only take damage on a fail. So there's 2 take damage.
You should be able to apply the damage, and it should apply it only to the ones that it requires to.
It did it, right?
Looks like.
Okay, cool.
Yep. 4 points of damage to 7 and 9. That is correct. All right. Yep. Earth Tremor.
Action Surge.
Okay.
And I'll take a swipe at the one next to me. Me sword.
Yep, that's going to hit with a 22.
Go sleep.
You go sleep. That's right. 8 points of damage, moderately wounding it.
And my extra attack.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a crit. That is a critical hit. For 24 points of damage. Yeah, you killed that guy. You killed that guy dead.
Zig's very happy.
Yes.
Bonus action.
Oh.
Eat apple.
Eat apple. Got it. Zazer, you're up again.
And these things are still partially obscured to me.
Yes. Zig's in the way, so anytime that you're trying to shoot through that door where Zig is, they've got half cover, because essentially he's in the way. So you're gonna take that -2.
Freaking half orc. So theoretically, if I came up behind him and peered around him,
You still gotta remember he's taking up a 5-foot square, so he's dancing around. Don't think of these guys as they're all standing there. There's parrying happening, there's lunges and all that kind of stuff. So there's constant movement happening within that square.
Ooh.
which is why it makes it more difficult to hit something behind it, because you're basically having to take into account what direction they're moving and the direction of what other person is in front of you and how they're moving and so on and so forth. And that's represented by a -2.
Fair enough. Well, let's try this -2 out.
That's gonna miss.
Try that again.
That one will hit
Woot.
for 10 points of damage, critically wounding that one. It's pretty close.
That's all I can do.
All right. Nutdrock is going to go ahead and try to ring his bell again. Ding, ding, dong, ding, a ding, 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 dong. He can see these two. Actually, he can see all of them. So I'm going to have him... I'm going to have him target those two and cast his spell. He's going to go ahead and try to ring the bell against these guys. And he casts it, and one succeeds, one fails. Let's see, number 9. No, Lizard Folk 3, who has not taken damage yet, so will only take 2d8 damage. Heavily wounding that guy. So he takes 8 points of damage, with the deadly bell ringing in his ears. And that's his turn. Tack.
Okay, going to fireball again.
Fireball or fireball? I know what you meant. That's going to hit. For 13 points of damage, critically wounding that guy. Yeah. That's all you can move in or anything, or you're good?
I'm good.
Okay. Axia.
I even get in that room?
Not
Or
really.
it's-
Oh, yeah, you can, actually, because Lizard Folk 1 is dead, so you can actually 5, 10,
So I can get
20,
in there?
25, 30. Yeah, you can stand right there.
Okay. And then I'm gonna rage.
Okay. Get angry!
And then I'm gonna take a swing at number 4.
All right. That's going to hit with the 17. For 13 points of damage, you straight up killed the crap out of that guy. Your great axe just cleaving him in a couple of pieces. Blood splatters everywhere. As you tend to do, you squish things. All right, Lizard Folk number 1 is dead. Number 2.
Let me do my lightning strike.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Can I lightning strike number 2, the guy that's almost dead?
Yeah, he's within 10 feet. You can do that.
Okay, I'll lightning strike him. So there's his save. Did that work?
I didn't see it come up.
There it goes.
There we go. He fails his saving throw.
Okay.
And your lightning hits him for 6 points of damage, and it just kills him as well. So you slice one in half. Lightning shoots from your body and turns that one into a smoking, charred pile of deadness.
Zig food.
Barbecue?
Zig food.
People, not food.
These are lizards, they're not people.
Wow.
Hey,
People?
That's racist.
you see what? You see them all. They all look alike.
Wow.
We're biting her ankles when we're done with this.
That's right. So this one moves up and decides that it's going to try to club this brand new combatant and misses, and then tries to club her again and critically misses. Number 6 is prone, so he has to stand up. That's the first thing that happens. Oh, wait, that's the wrong guy. Never mind. He doesn't have to stand up. He's just going to bite Zig. And will actually miss Zig with a 20. That's fine. Then attack with his club. That one will hit with a 23 for 6 points of damage to Zig. Number 7 is going to go ahead and throw another javelin, this time at Axia, and will... Oh, because he's prone, and I forgot to make him stand up. So after he realizes he's still on the ground and fails standing, he's going to stand up, and he's going to... Oh, he's out of javelins. Never mind. He's not going to do anything. 5, 10, 15, 20... Yep, he's going to move over here. That's all he's going to be able to do. That was his turn. Number 8 is going to javelin at Zig and will miss with a 19. Number 9, last but not least, is going to go ahead and stand up. Actually, I want to check something here. So I don't remember. No, it doesn't. Okay. Yep, there we go. I just wanted to double check it. Yeah, so it doesn't provoke anything.
I forgot I have 2 attacks now, right?
Yeah, you do. I forgot about that too. Yeah, go ahead and attack number 3 if you wanna.
Number 3?
Yeah, because the other guy wasn't there yet.
Okay.
Well, isn't number 3 not there yet either?
Well, that's okay. I missed anyways.
Okay. Well, it all comes out in the wash, right? Yeah, so number 9 stands up and is going to try to take a swing at Zig. Automatic miss. I have rolled so many ones. And then we'll swing with his shield, his spike shield, and we'll roll a 2 and miss again. Tick.
So the door that we came in, does that open inward to this room, or does it swing out?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Is there anything in here that could be used to block that door? Because we've probably been making a lot of noise, and I'm sure, the rest of the cult's gonna try and come in here.
I mean, there are some various boxes and things and stuff like that that could work. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and...
Yeah, there's that table as well. There's a chair.
Does
I'm
the door
gonna
have
do
a
my
lock
best
on
to
it?
just...
No,
Lock
the
door
main
off.
door does not have a lock. Yeah, so you find something you find something heavy, and start to move it towards the door. It'll probably take like 2 turns for you to move it all the way over there.
All right, that's fine.
All right. All right, so you're doing that now. That's your turn, and Zig, last but not least.
Let's just squish them. All right.
Let's kill them all dead.
Just a launch.
Yeah.
That's
Or
going to be a
maybe not.
miss with a 12. Yep.
All right. Let's try him again.
With an 11 is also going to be a miss.
I've used my action surge. Have I got any other tricks?
Pretty sure the answer to that is no.
Pet cat
That's
for good
no.
luck.
Pet cat, yeah.
That's it for Zig.
All right.
2 swings and a miss.
2 swings and a miss. Strike 2. All right. Zazer.
If I went over and helped Tick pile stuff at the door, would it help save time and get more stuff in front of the door?
Yes, it would.
I would like to join him in that.
Okay. Yeah, so with you helping him, he'll be able to get you with the two of you working together, you'll be able to do that by the end of the round. Instead of it taking him 2 rounds trying to move it himself. The two of you doing it together, it'll only take 1 round.
Perfect.
All right, Mr. Nutdrock is going to do the thing that he's been doing. He's going to ring the bell on that one and that one. Yep, those two go ahead and toll the dead. 1 fails, 1 succeeds. And takes 9 points of damage, killing it. So the bell rings and kills one, but the other one is still standing as it did not get affected. And that's his turn. Tack. That's going to hit with a 20. And yeah, 8 points of damage. Straight up kills that guy. Straight up murders him right in the face. And then you move up there. All right. Axia.
Hit number 7.
All right.
Hopefully.
That's going to hit. With a 16 and 13 points of damage. Critically wounding him.
And then I'll do my lightning strike on him.
All right.
There's the
He
save.
will fail his saving throw. And take 1 point of damage. Not enough to
then
kill him.
Second attack.
Second attack. Yep. That's going to hit with a 23.
Say goodnight, Mr. Lizard.
Yeah, 14 points of damage. Straight up, just more axes to heads, which involves, things dying quickly and painfully. They're all. This one's dead. This one's dead. This one's dead. So number 8. Is going to move up here and is going to go ahead and try to bite Zig, and will hit. And will latch on and hit you for 7 points of damage. He will then follow up with his club and will miss. Number 9 will do the same. He's going to try to bite you, which will miss, and then hit you with his club, which will hit. For another 5 points of damage.
1 sec.
Oh, right. Health, that's right.
Before we decide that, we'll see if this will help Zig. I'll use my reaction.
Oh, gotcha. So, that 23 would miss.
26.
Yeah, would miss. So you get back that 7 points or 5 points of health. You want me to do it, or you got it? I'll do it.
Yeah, you do it, because I can't ever work the thing out. This sheet.
I got you. I got you. You're good to go.
So you hit Zig, and a bright blue light flashes, and it bounces off. Right?
Yep. Where a sudden shield just appears and stops the thing from going through, and that's his turn. Tick. Yeah, with the help of Zazer, both Tick and you guys can't do anything this round because essentially you're moving the stuff.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. All right, Zig, you're up.
Ow. Alright, first, let's get some health back.
Second win? Yep.
Yeah.
There we go, 6 points, sure.
That'll do.
Better than nothing.
This hurt a lot. Alright.
That's going to hit with a 19. for a whopping 13 points of damage. He is critically wounded, not dead yet, but definitely hurting. Hurting for certain.
Extra attack, and
that's going to be a crit. Yeah, for 20 points of damage. Yeah, he's critically wounded as well. Good God. All right.
Bonus action, pet cat.
Pet cat. All right. All right, next we have... who is next? And that's Zazer, and then with the last little effort from you, Zazer, you're able to basically kind of move a shelf and put it in front of the door to make it much harder for it to open. Nutdrock is up, so he's gonna go ahead and target, and go ahead and roll his spell. And one succeeds, one fails. They both have taken damage, so... Yeah, so the bell kills one, but not the other. We got only one left standing. Attack.
Does he use his cure or healing word to, bonus action up?
Oh, I keep forgetting he's got... Yeah, he's got that. And since that was a cantrip... Yeah, you know what? Where is his healing word? Here it is. Yeah. So let's take this off. Why are you targeting him? I want you to target him. Oh, you know what? I bet you I know why. Let me go back to Nutdrock real quick. There we go. And then we will go ahead and do Healing Word. And Healing Word heals... Is it just 1d4 plus... Okay. Yeah, he's going to cast it as a second level spell. And he'll zig for 10. All right. Now he's done.
Does my 15 hit him?
Yes.
Good night.
With all the sneak attack damage, yeah, you straight up murder the last one. And him is deader than a doornail.
I look in the hole.
So the hole itself, there's a couple of crates that are already down there. The hole itself is really kind of a slimy tunnel that who knows how long it's even been there, right? It's been there for quite some time. And what's interesting about the thing is that there is actually a crate that's nailed to it. So the crate is what's actually holding the door open. Yeah, the actual, it's a slimy looking tunnel that has a lot of just...
What the click wrong thing?
I was gonna say, what? So yeah, there's a lot of really squishy, nasty kind of like slime and stuff covering the walls of it. There's just a lot going on with this. Not only that, but it looks like it leads somewhere that it's hard to tell exactly where it goes. But it's definitely going somewhere.
How big?
It's
is the opening?
It's the actual opening to go down in it is big enough for a decent sized crate to go down into it. And the tunnel itself is about 10 feet wide from as near as you can tell.
And does it just like go through the wall? Does it go down?
It goes off in the distance.
Okay, to the east?
To the west.
So it goes back towards Zig and Axia. Well, there's crates inside. I'm going in.
Okay.
Got to see what's in the crates.
Okay, so are you gonna go ahead and try to open it again?
Yep.
All right.
Crowbar and all.
Go ahead and give me another strength check to try to open it. Okay.
Yeah, look at that muscle.
With a mighty grunt, well, as mighty of a grunt that you can muster as a being a little tiny dude like you are, you're able to kind of pull the top off of this, and inside you find a bunch of various gems and some other things inside this crate. A lot of different
mine.
Jewelry and stuff like that. Polished gems and several small items of jewelry.
Everything into my magic bag.
Okay.
Crate open.
Yeah, as he starts grabbing all the stuff and putting it in there, it's just a bunch of really small things, but when you add them all up, it looks like it might be worth a pretty penny.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, I already see the shinies, my dude. Can I have at least one of them? That's all I want is one.
Maybe later.
Don't you maybe later me. Can't have all the loot, my friend. Most of it, yes, but not all of it.
Take the
He's
smallest
not getting
one.
all of it.
I'll
I'm
take the
getting some of
smallest
it.
one, and I'll throw it deeper into the cave for him to go get.
Okay.
You can have that one.
While he's distracted throwing the gem, I'll try to snatch a gem from the pile as he's distracted trying to throw.
I mean, he's pretty much had it, like, already put away.
This freaking guy. I'm not chasing after your nonsense.
And it lands. So, like, there's a couple of inches of water in the bottom of this tunnel that leads out.
Freaking
We're
cold.
gonna drown.
Is there another crate?
No.
Okay.
While these guys are arguing over treasure, Zig's gone to wake Pete up.
You unblockaded the door and all that stuff.
It steps upstairs.
Yeah, but
Not in this room.
Yeah, it's not in that room. You would have to leave this room, which
I guess I move it then.
okay. So you all hear the movement of this heavy shelf as Zig moves it.
But they're busy arguing over treasure. Right?
Well, I guess they are. Yeah. At least two of them are.
Brock isn't. He could stop him.
It's like we were trying to keep anybody else from coming in here. Where are you going? I
Get
can't.
Pete.
Don't worry about Pete. We have other things to worry about right now.
Get Pete.
No, let's go. We got to follow this tunnel. There might be more.
They're all dead.
More
No,
rats.
There might be more rats down the tunnel. We got to go follow the tunnel.
I have to get Pete.
No, you don't. Let's go get more rats. I don't like playing other people's characters. I really don't.
Not in charge. It was just,
That's actually true. Yeah, Nutdruck's not in charge. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. So yeah, after a little bit.
Minion getting out of hand. Don't help him. We took forever to move that bookshelf. We're weak. Don't let him move it.
Yeah, but you're tiny. Zig will just pick it up with one hand.
Yeah, he just kind of moves it, slides it out of the way.
A lot of effort to move that thing.
You did.
Get your monkey under control.
I've tried. That's not worked out well for me in the past. So, I mean, you try to control him. It just doesn't work out well for anybody. Huh?
You're the one
in
with
charge.
Congestion.
Well, I mean, not wrong, but
Axios is strong. Go stop him.
he wouldn't say no to a powerful lady such as yourself. He prays to Soon, after all.
What?
Yeah.
Zig's already gone. He's talking.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to make your way upstairs, and apparently, it looks like Pete was already awake, and you can kind of see him just kind of sitting in the corner, grumbling about rats and how noisy the rats are and how loud these rats are.
Pete,
What?
all the rats asleep now.
I just heard them all. Didn't you hear it? They were so loud.
Yeah.
This time the rats were screaming. Never heard screaming rats before.
That's because they're all sleeping now. Zig, stop them. Come and look.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If you stopped them, great. Now I'm gonna go to sleep, okay?
Okay. Have a drink.
And he kind of just points to the keg that's still kind of set up and tapped, sitting on one of the counters.
Alright, Zig, go take the keg.
The whole keg? All right. It's kind of empty. It's not full. It's mostly empty, but it definitely has some extra wine in it still.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just put it on his shoulder.
Carry it out. Got it. Yeah. It's not super heavy anymore.
I'm really considering locking this door behind us. I'm assuming I could access the lock from this side too?
Yes, you can.
To get Nutdruck in here, Zig took off. Who knows where he's at?
No, he said he was gonna go get Pete.
Well, I don't want because Pete, whoever this guy is, snooping around down here. I've been murder hoboing our way through this place. Yeah, get Nutdruck in here and lock the door. I agree.
Well,
So-
as soon as like you're starting to do that, Zig comes through the door with a keg on his shoulder.
It's
Gonna
just
shake my head.
Yeah, it was gonna go sleep in here. Alright.
I'm locking this door again. We're going down the tunnel.
kobolds first.
Okay.
Pretty sure you dropped some gems down there.
No, I just threw a rock.
All right.
I'm assuming it's pitch black in there.
Yeah, there's no light at all in there at all.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll go and try and find that gem since I'm invisible anyway.
All right.
One last call before I lock this door.
Yeah, Nutdruck goes in and beckons for Zig to come in too.
Can't sleep in there.
There's rats. Let's go.
Yeah, that's why I can't sleep in there.
We know sleep sick. We
Door's
keep
locked.
going.
Bye.
I will come back.
So you lock the door on him. Got it.
He didn't want to come in.
We really can't keep him. He's gonna tell everybody. Because he doesn't know any better.
Zazer, control your monkey.
So I formally have to ask, how does the party feel about me actually casting magic upon the party that's not healing spells? Because that's just rude of me as far as I figures.
I mean, as long as you don't hurt him.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but again, Danbo, your thoughts, because I'm not doing it without your consent on this. 'Cause that's just not appropriate, methinks.
You do it, you get the reaction when he figures out that you cast a spell on him that made him do something he didn't want to do. So that's up to you.
See,
And
that,
Zaser's in charge.
that is exactly my problem here, so I gotta talk him into it. Shit. Right, fine. Fine. We'll use our words.
The door's locked, you can't get out.
Door's unlocked now.
All right.
Last chance, or I'm leaving.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm
can
just going to
sleep
go
in
and find
here.
that gem.
You can sleep in here. It's just fine. It's smaller quarter. It's safer for you. You have a nice pile of lizards to sleep on. They're warm.
The rats.
Yeah, the big rats.
They're warm.
Yeah.
They're not cold-blooded.
They absolutely are cold-blooded, but yeah, no, whatever. It's fine.
I tried. I clearly don't have the real life charisma that I want. Clearly. A little bit. I don't know.
I've not heard any of this yet.
Clearly they're asleep.
The deep sleepers.
They must have done a lot of drinking.
Or they're
He's
all
passed out.
killed. I didn't check on any of them to make sure they were alive. I just saw that they were there and unconscious.
Zig will chuck the rats down the tunnel and go to sleep in this room.
Okay. All right, so the door gets locked.
We should barricade it too.
I'll let the stronger people do that. I'm going down the tunnel. You lead, brother.
I'll follow both of the kobolds. And I'll leave Murray with Zig.
Okay, so as you start making your way down the tunnel, the first thing you notice is that it stinks of swamp. It goes anywhere between 3 to 6 inches deep of water that you're kind of having to slosh through. There is mold and slime just kind of growing all over the walls of this place. It's almost it almost reminds you of a sewer tunnel, but it doesn't seem like it's actually a sewer in any way, shape, or form. It stays generally heading to the east. They should already be there, Tech. Yeah, they're already there.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Okay, so after this thing goes for a while. After I need a perception check, please.
Everybody?
Okay. Yes, please. Everybody's going down the hall or down the tunnel. Okay, as you make your way down, you're starting to hear some hissing like voices, and the more you listen, the more it sounds. Zazer, you definitely know it's draconic.
We can get good conversation and shit.
Do what? Sorry.
Let's move closer.
So as you move up, you slowly find your way going up to another you start moving your way kind of slightly upward, but not by a lot. You can only know this because you can kind of see the water flowing the opposite direction of where you're moving. Yeah. As you get closer and closer to the end of this tunnel, the voices become more and more distinct.
Can we tell how many voices there are?
There's at least two.
Oh, this should be.
And
now that
why are they not back yet? Patience, patience. When they get the packages, we will move.
In Draconic, where are we moving to?
You hear some hisses and some sort of commotion from wherever it was ahead, then silence.
I
forgot
changed
to hiss, you dummy.
I changed over to Celestial and kind of loudly, "Hey Zig, I think we found more of those rats. Can we get your help up here?"
How far away are they?
It's 400 feet, so your voice isn't going to carry that far.
Oh.
Could shout really loud.
I mean, I could. Oh, that's such no. I'm going to attempt to choose be smarter than that and not scream really loudly.
I am gonna go stealth.
Exactly.
Okay.
Isn't Axia with them?
Right? Where's Axia and Nutdruck and all this?
Right behind you guys.
Axia stealth.
Yeah.
I'm not stealth. No, I'm not stealth.
Actually, I think
She can't even see in this tunnel because she's the only one of us that doesn't have dark vision, right?
Yep.
I'll cast light on her staff. You should be in front of all of us.
Don't do that.
I'll cast light again on one of my horns. Don't do what? And then just take the light off my horns. You're right, shit. But actually, I can't see down here. What are we doing, Kobold? Lead on.
You cast the light. My brother's now visible. He's currently invisible. Can you not see him?
Oh.
Invisible.
I try and pants him.
Well, now the light stays. Oh, we pants again. I remove the light that's on Axia's staff.
Okay.
I didn't need those pants on anyway, and I fold them up and put them in my pack. Don't need pants.
So there's still no light over where the lizard folk were?
From the voice, no, you don't see any lights. It's still in the middle of the night.
Oh, so we're actually like in an outside place now instead of like cave?
You're getting close to it. Yes, you're starting to feel kind of the fresh air as you get closer to the end of the tunnel.
I'm gonna sneak towards, keep moving forward.
Okay.
Since I'm stealthy.
Before you do that, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace. So then we can all be extra stealthy.
Excellent.
Okay. Perfect. So what order are you guys coming up to this tunnel?
So it would be brother first, then me, and then whoever else behind us.
I would be behind Axia because she's a bit paranoid about things.
I'm just trying to stay close enough to somebody so that I can, kind of tell where I'm going.
And Nutdrock kind of keeps you company that way, so... Alright.
My eyesight sucks.
So... Let me go ahead and get this shared out. So as you come out of the... Or you start to kind of look out the way of the tunnel, you find yourselves in this very kind of marshy area. There's pools of standing water. The sounds of various insects can just be heard all over the place. And it looks, but other than that, you don't see anything else.
Is it still like super dark, or is it more of like
It's a little bit brighter, but it's still dark.
Okay.
Sneak up that way.
Why isn't this not working? Okay. So Zig's still in that other room. Did you bed down, Zig?
Yeah, he's gonna sleep.
Okay. Cool.
He's been able to have a short rest. Or...
We'll worry about that here in a bit. So you're gonna go lay down. All right. So you start moving up that way, and give me a perception check, please. Okay, I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Tack, you are not surprised. Tick, you are. And so is everybody else. Because none of you know what's going on, so you're not going to get to react.
He'd still be invisible to whoever's out here, right?
Actually, yeah, Tick would, yes. He's still surprised, so he won't get to move or anything. But
we're all stealth because of his pass without trace.
What does that do? Add a plus 10?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so they don't see you. So actually, yeah, Tack. You see there seems to be some lizard folk directly in front of you hiding. So they don't seem to have noticed you, but you definitely see them.
Like directly north from us?
Yeah, in the... Give me a second here. I'm fixing a thing.
Hiding behind that bush, being sneaky.
Well, he's actually in the bush. So there's one right there. And then there is another one. And then another one that you can see.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to do anything. Axia can't wait. Let's reset all this. That has to be 0. Number 1. We're on round number 1. Got it. Whoops, accidentally did a point of damage to Axia. So Axia's surprised. She's not going to be able to do anything. That guy's surprised. Can't do anything. Actually, are you going to attack? Because necessarily, if you're not attacking, we don't have to roll initiative here.
Am I gonna attack?
No.
Yeah.
You are? Okay. So then we're already in it.
We're gonna attack that one in the bush.
Got it. Okay, yeah. So not doing anything. Which one is this one? Yes, this is 1 and 2. All right, cool. So Nutrock, the tick. Since your brother told you where they were,
Alrighty, I'll be super sneaky and sneak up on him.
okay.
And then, less sneakily, I will use my
Less sneakily, I'll
bonus action
stab him right in the
to
face.
Cast Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and then I'll stab him in the face 3 times, or attempt to.
Okay.
Will he have advantage?
If you're going to cast the
invisible.
spell first. Oh, yeah, you are invisible to them. Yes. Yes, you will have advantage on this attack. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and mark you invisible because they're not going to see you.
Well, the advantage wouldn't help that one.
Well, your first roll was a 19.
Yeah, it still hits.
All right, where the heck is invisible? There it is. There you go. Yeah, so 8 points of damage with your first hit. That's gonna hit. Yep, heavily wounding that guy.
Oh, and I forgot to do Hunter's Mark on all those.
Oh, well.
Whoopsie. For my third attack,
That'll also hit.
And we want to unconscious this guy, not kill him straight out.
Okay.
yep.
And a 14. Yeah, so that knocks him out. He's unconscious immediately. All right. Well, that was quick and painless for you.
I'll just kind of chill here.
What's that?
I'll just chill here next to him.
All right.
They don't
Now
know.
attack.
Sneaky up there.
Mm-hmm.
And will I have advantage because I'm stealthed?
Yes. For the first attack, yes.
Okay.
That'll hit with an 18. Yep. 22 points of damage. You straight out kill him. You just get him right in a soft spot. And take him out instantly. You will not have advantage on this attack. And 21's going to hit. And 5 points of damage. Lightly wounding him. He definitely knows you're there now. But...
Yep. But he's alone.
But...
As far as we know.
because he had no idea you were there, is 100% surprised. And Zig doesn't know anything that's happening, so we don't worry about him. Axia. Yep. Bonus action, pet cat in my dream. Axia's up.
Okay, I'll move up here by these guys.
Okay.
This guy's already dead, right?
Yep. Well, he's knocked out, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kill him.
And then I'll ready my weapon in case something comes by.
Okay. No problem. That guy's unconscious, and Nutdrock gets to do some things.
No, he can't. He can't run that far.
Yes, he can. 10.
I'm just kidding.
15, 20, and then 25 feet. I mean, that is as far as you can go, but still, this guy can be hit. He's going to go ahead and ding-a-ding-bell-bell. And because he can. And whoops.
Why is his health bar going, like, outside of his square?
I don't know. I didn't make this.
So much HP.
That is weird, though, now that you brought it up. Now I can't stop looking at it.
It's
But anyway,
so big.
it's so shiny. He's going to actually try, before he does this, he's going to go ahead and he's going to try to drop fire on this guy first. And he will fail its saving throw. And will take 9 points of radiant damage as this radiant fire falls down around him. And that'll be his turn. And Tick.
I'll just do a good old moving of my hunter's mark over to the other dude,
Okay. Makes sense.
and then I will use sharpshooter
Okay.
and shoot him in the sharp.
With advantage because I'm next to him. There you go.
Yep, that's going to hit.
And then where's hunter's mark?
There you go. And yeah, and that kills him with your second arrow. Okay. What's Zazer doing?
Everything's dead. Zig's asleep.
Everything's dead that we know about.
Oh, lordy. And how far through the tunnel did we...
It was 400
Go.
feet. The tunnel was 400 feet long.
We can't be leaving it. I'm gonna send Murray up to Zazer. Or, sorry, I'm gonna send Murray up to Zig and see if I can't get him to join us. General orders to peck and bite. Just get him moving. Whatever it takes.
Okay. That'll take some time for him to get up there.
I'll advance up to the party and ready an action to cast invisibility on myself if something suddenly spooks me and like comes rushing me or something.
Okay. All right. Easy enough. Tack.
Do we see any of the crates or anything out here? This is where they were kind of trying to take them.
No, you don't.
Okay. I'm going to come back over to this guy since my brother hasn't tied him up. I'm going to try to tie him up.
All right. Go ahead and give me a dex check, please. Sleight of hand. All right. So you get them nice and tied up. All right. And those guys are dead. Then out of the bushes, and those guys are all unconscious. Yep. So this guy, how far is Nutdrock from me? 75 feet. So I don't believe. Yeah, so he'll get disadvantage on this attack, but he didn't know he was there, so it's just going to be a normal attack roll. So the javelin comes flying at Nutdrock and misses him. 5, 15, 5, 15. There we go. He moves up. And then, yep. Whoops. Right there. And then this one will move up here. And javelin. That one's gonna crit. For 10 points of damage to Nutdrock. And number 5 will also throw one. And you turned invisible, right, Zazer?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. All right, cool, no problem. And then the last one will miss. Okay. Zig, you're up. You're asleep. What am I talking about? Zig, you're doing nothing. Axia.
Okay, so I could see these other guys coming now.
Oh yeah.
I'll move to here.
Okay.
Just get my weapon ready if they come close.
I got you. All right. Dude is still unconscious. Nutdrock is gonna go ahead and do his him's their spell. This one and this one, and he will go ahead and try to. That really confused me. Why there was suddenly, an extra save being rolled there. Why do I have you targeted?
You must still have him targeted from the healing spell.
Wow. All right. Well, that was weird.
Very wise of
He
you,
made his
Jake.
bait.
That was weird. Okay, so
Zig's smarter when he's sleeping.
apparently, I don't even know how that happened. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. This time at the right people. Okay, and that'll be 2d8 damage, which there we go. Damage is one of them. There we go. Actually, did they both make their save? It doesn't matter. Anyway, Tick.
I'll move a little closer. And then as my bonus action, I'll move my mark onto Lizard Folk 3.
Okay.
And then I'll just try and shoot him in the face.
Yeah, that's a crit. That's a critical hit.
Good stuff.
There's going to be a whole lot of d6s rolled on this. 21 points of damage. Your arrow finds its mark, nearly putting him down in a single arrow. But not quite. That's your turn, Zazer. You're currently invisible. Let me make sure I put that on you.
Duh.
So what you doing?
Trying to make sure I'm not missing an opportunity while I'm invisible. And
Okay.
waste spells. Be just outright attacking things.
Yep, that's gonna hit with a 19, and now you're visible again. And then your second attack will miss.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, awesome possum. So you killed one. Attack.
Cool. Time to play with a new spell. Chromatic Orb.
Ooh. That'll miss.
And it missed. Son of a...
New
But it
spell.
looked really pretty.
It looked neat. Like fireworks. All right, this guy's dead. All right, cool. Number 3 is also dead, which leaves lizard folk number 4, which will run up on you.
I am moving.
I gotcha. I saw it. Yeah.
Okay.
He will come down upon you with his club and will... Oh, wait. He doesn't see you. So he runs up on Axia. I forgot he can't see you because you're invisible to him. And will miss with his club. And then the follow-up with his shield will hit Axia for 6 points of damage. And then number 5 will run up to the one he can see and will try to bite the little shit and will miss. And then let's go ahead and try with the shield. Oh, that'll be a crit with the shield.
And I'm using Uncanny Dodge then.
Okay.
It will have the attack damage.
All right,
That's
go.
my reaction.
Okay, yeah. So
I don't think there's
5
anything
points
for me to do.
Yeah, that's easy. I can just switch that. So you only took 5 points instead of 10. Cool. GG. Good use of your dodge. You're like, crit? Nope.
Yep. I've had that up on my screen waiting for somebody to hit me.
And there you go. Perfect. Cool. And that's his turn. Zig is still asleep. Axia.
Okay, let's attack number 5.
All right. That's going to hit with a 19. Yeah, for 15 points of damage, your mighty blow near felled him. That guy's unconscious. Right, I'm sorry.
And then I'll lightning strike him to see if I can finish him off.
You're not raging.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I won't light. Well, I'll do my second attack then.
Okay. That'll crit.
Gone.
Dang.
Bye.
Yeah. 20 points of damage with that crit. Yeah, you straight up, your second attack cleaves them straight into 2 different pieces. Before Nutdrock even gets a chance to do anything else. You slice that thing in half.
Nutdrock.
So now that things are kind of calm, one of the first things you notice that there seems I'm sorry?
You
There's
just
still
abandoning
one more
that
guy alive.
friend?
Oh, how did I miss him?
Number 4 is still alive.
Yeah, he's gonna die anyway, so.
That's true. Somehow I missed attacking with 4. So bite, which is a miss, and club, which is a hit. Okay, that was surprising. Helps if I actually drop it on the person I'm trying to hit. 7 points of damage. Okay, now Zig is asleep, and we are back on Axia.
I'll attack number 4.
Okay.
Wait, she's going again?
Wait. Yeah. You don't get to go again. I just skipped the other guy. Isn't that right? Yes.
It was gonna be a 22.
It probably was. Nope, it wasn't. Nutdruck's up. Nutdruck is up. He's going to go ahead and do what Nutdruck does, and that's ding his bell, because he likes it that way. I don't know. All right, he's going to go ahead and try to toll the dead. And he fails his saving throw and takes 2d8 necrotic damage, because he has not taken damage yet. 13 points of damage, heavily wounding it. Now it's Tick's turn.
I'm angry. I'm moving my thingy over.
Yep.
To the new guy. I'm going to scream, "Brother!"
Brother!
And I'm going to attack Lynchwood Folk 4 as much as I want to slice that dead body up some more.
Okay. That'll be a miss with a 14.
And offhand.
That'll hit. Uh, 6 points of damage. He's critically wounded. Will probably not last much longer. That's going to hit as well. And killed it. Killed it dead. Well, that was your, what was that? Your normal attack?
Yeah, my second attack.
Your second one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, yeah, and with your second attack, you definitely killed that one. I don't know why I'd missed him the first time, but whatever. So what you noticed, now that things are calmed down, that there seems to be drag marks from the edge of the tunnel, kind of leading off to the northwest a bit.
Go follow the drag marks.
So as you follow the drag marks, you eventually end up at the edge of the water. The ground kind of gets soft and squishy and muddy as you get closer to the water. But in there is about 3 canoes.
Anything in the canoes?
No, they're empty. Other than oars, there's 3 oars in each canoe.
We should collect those for Zig. He might like an oar.
What were you saying, Zazer?
Has Murray caught up with Zig yet?
No, he can only move 60 feet every turn. So it's going to take 6 turns for him to, or 7 turns for him to get there, and only 3 went by. But as you actually, because you guys were doing the investigation, yes, he is there. How are you having Murray try to wake Zig up?
We're going baby bear status. This little rat's gonna just start jumping up and down on big dude's chest.
Okay.
Just squeak, 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 jump, squeak, and just small rat trying to really throw itself at. I'm sure to anyone onlooking, it's probably an hysterical looking thing. He wakes up, just essentially he's gonna try to ratatouille him, just pointing and like pushing his hair forward a little bit, and just to see if he can't get him moving. Even if he's got to get him to chase after him, whatever, he's moving. Let's go. Just trying to see what I can get away with.
No, he's still asleep.
Bite him.
I'm gonna bite him right behind the ear, like right at the sensitive spot.
Rolls a hit.
Son of a bitch.
So say you're gonna be rolling for a new pet then.
Bite him. Right behind the ear.
What's my AC when I'm asleep?
Technically, he would get advantage on the roll.
Okay. Roll again.
Yeah.
You need at least a 19 without my shield. Yeah.
I mean, technically, you're asleep and not really moving, so nibbling on your ear is probably something you can do without an attack roll. Let's be honest here.
I could have metal earrings in.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he actually manages to damage it, Zig's just going to wake up, pick up the rat, and throw it against
And throw it against the wall. Yeah, splat.
Poor Murray. Well, we can't necessarily go canoeing off, so you know what? Screw it. Let's just cut to the chase of me doing something dumb. I use booming voice to call down that tunnel. Zig, let's go, Zig. And I'm just really trying to be loud down that tunnel from whence we came.
400 feet with booming voice. Let's see if Zig hears that. Zig, give me a perception check with disadvantage. Nope. He hears nothing.
Oh, someone's gonna...
Brother, we should take these oars back and go smack him awake.
We should probably stay next to the dude we knocked out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
I can carry him back for you guys.
Wake him up. Ask questions. He's tied.
All right. You know what? Before we do that, I think we're going to call it, y'all. It's a little bit past 11. This is a good spot. Right before you start harassing the one captured guy. So I think we will do the do and go ahead and call it a day. I want to thank everybody for your time and attention. It's been great. I hope you had fun today. We do this every Friday starting at 7:30. We go to 11 to 11:30 or whatever, depending on how things happen. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time and attention. As always, at the end of
The eye rests. It has shown you all it can for now. This is not a time for sorrow, but a time for joy. When one chapter ends, another must always begin. Ponder upon the lessons you have just witnessed, and heed its wisdom. Apply it to your lives. Go forth, be well, and do good towards the others that enter your story. Let your chapter and their book